show number 27.
My name is Oli, or Oli Dirks. Thanks, Oli.
All right, welcome to program number 27. You guys know Ollie, the wonderful guy, all the way from Bremen, Belgium. Here he is. All right. Oh, Ollie's here with his moose ears.
Yeah.
Okay,
There.
welcome. Good evening. Good morning. How are you today?
I am fine. It's evening in my time, and especially for you, I can speak like as a Belgian, with my Belgian accent. I don't do that often, but with you, I'm pretty amazing to do that.
I love that. I love that. You're always been wonderful, and even since we met, you've been so funny and so kind. I have to bring you on the program. This is the time. So, if you're ready or not, since you are 27 years old, we have 10 questions to ask you today. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm 48.
You're 48. Oh, that's still young. I want to say hello to my friend Ulu, not Ollie,
Olu,
but
not
Ulu. He's
Oli,
close to
but
you.
Olu. That's it.
He's
Hola,
all the way
Olu. This
from
is Oli. Hola,
Nigeria.
Olu.
Nice for him to join us. He's an awesome guy. All
Yeah,
right. Question one. Okay. As a child, I had this as a pet. What kind of pet did you have as a child?
a dog.
A dog. What
A
was his
big
name?
dog.
Big dog.
I have to remember that because I think it's Benji, but I'm not sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
And how long?
I was 4 to 7 years old.
4 to 7. Okay. And how did he pass away? I don't know if you will remember that, but
I don't remember, but I remember my second dog, and I
oh,
remember how sadly she passed away because she was Dolly. She was, and I rather prefer to talk about her than Benji because I don't have souvenirs with Benji, but with Dolly I have really memories because
yeah.
Dolly was the child of the dog of my grandmother that
Oh,
was named Duchesse. And
oh
so
wow.
Duchesse had probably 7 to 8 little doggies.
Uh-huh.
And I was having the gift to take Dolly with me and to have my childhood and adolescence with Dolly. But I think it was more my childhood because Dolly passed away when I was 11 years old, I think, sadly.
Oh, oh, too bad. Yeah, we always remember those wonderful pets. We had chickens and we had not dogs, but fish and stuff like that. So awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
I think you passed this one. Let's go to the next question here. All right. Question two, and it says, "Hi, Ollie. Great to see you." Ulu says hi to Ollie. Okay.
Yeah. Hola, Olu.
If I could go to space, I would love to land on this planet. Where would you love to land?
In the planet of the Little Prince.
Oh, where is that?
It's a story from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry that was releasing his book in the 50s, no, in the 40s, before he finally passed away in France. The Little Prince, don't you know The Little Prince?
The Little Prince. Yes, I think I read that book before.
Yeah.
But in terms of our 8 planets in the solar system, any of them would you visit? Or
Then I will say planet Earth because this is the only planet I would like to visit.
well, okay, you're already on it.
You
So,
try to trick me, but there is no other planet than the planet of the Little Prince and the planet Earth. That
ah,
matters to me.
that's awesome. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And then Olu says, "Hola" in
Hola.
Spanish. He's
Hola,
trying
¿qué
to trick
tal?
us. Okay. Okay. Name all of the countries I visited in Europe. What were all the countries you visited in Europe? In
So I
alphabetical
will.
order. No, I'm just
So
kidding.
first, I will say it chronologically.
Okay.
So my ever first country I visited in Europe was a country that was named in that time Yugoslavia.
Oh wow.
And
Where I'm from.
it
Where I'm from.
was before 89. No, in 89, before the war, and before it was split to Bosnia, Serbia, Croatia, Macedonia, and I don't know,
That that
Kosovo.
deserves applause because I'm
Thank
from
you.
former Yugoslavia. Yeah, that's
But
good. Okay.
then but technically it was not the first country I visited. But I visited the others really quickly. I went by caravan to Germany, Austria, Italy, and then Yugoslavia.
Ah.
And then I will wait until 93 to have the chance to visit Germany, but few days for us at school. And
Uh-huh.
then in 93, no, 93 I was visiting also Provence, south of France.
Uh-huh.
Where Arles, Vaison-la-Romaine, and many other cities in the south. But
Yeah.
then in 95, I was visiting London one day.
Oh wow.
And then in 2008, that was long after that, I was visiting Italy, and I visited Italy 12 times in total since 2008.
12 times. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So how many
And
countries are we at so far?
I visited
Yugoslavia,
also
UK, Italy, Germany.
and
I think five,
also
right?
and also Spain and also Portugal
Oh wow. Okay.
and
Nice.
also Switzerland, but few days because I went to Italy and I came by bus to Italy from Italy to Hamburg. And
Uh-huh.
I was going to see not embark, just embarking a bit, but Switzerland. But aside that, I in Paris also two times.
Oh wow. What's your favorite, Oli, from all of those places you visited? You
Well,
say Yugoslavia. I'm just kidding.
no. It could be my first favorite,
Mm,
but
okay.
since I've been discovering Italy and Portugal,
Yeah.
I have my heart is within Italy or Portugal.
Oh wow. Why?
Portugal because they are amazing people, really welcoming, and Italy because of the diversity, the cultures, the 60 plus villages and cities that I visited in Italy.
Amazing, amazing. Where would you recommend if I would go to Italy? Where would you recommend I visit?
Bologna.
Oh wow. They have the best food?
They have the best food. And by the way, do you know that for your general culture, they don't call it spaghetti alla bolognese. They call it spaghetti alla ragu,
Wow.
RAGU.
Wow. Good to know. Can you write that in the chat there? I think people can see it.
Of course, it's
Okay.
with a special U, by the way. It's the U
Oh
with the
wow.
accent.
That's awesome.
I
Check
don't
it out
have.
here.
Yeah, here it
Wow.
is.
Okay. And I'll put it for everybody because that in okay. So but that was the private chat. But I'll put it in here for people to see it.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's here. Okay. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's the okay. How do you say it? Ragu?
Ragu.
Ragu.
That's it.
I love that. Okay, great. All right, I think we spent so much time on that one, over 8 minutes. Okay, that's excellent. What's your favorite dessert?
Well, that's easy to guess because it begins with a T and it's an Italian dessert.
Tiramisu, right?
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu, nice. Now,
Voilà.
let's say with the S there, it would be dessert. Do you have a favorite dessert?
The dessert of the Little Prince.
Oh wow, that's also nice too. Wow, did that come in the middle of the book or at the end of the book? That part.
I think in the middle of the book, but it has been a long time I was not reading that.
So he had to actually slide through the desert to get the
Yeah,
dessert,
but
basically.
I'm really blessed because 2 years ago I've been visiting the Saint-Exupéry exhibition,
Yeah.
and it was really mind blowing to
Yeah.
know more about this person, because I was not knowing so much this person,
Yeah.
what he came through. So that was amazing.
Excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. What brought you to create a LinkedIn account? Can you remember that?
Well, officially it started in 2010, but officially it started in 2007.
Oh,
And it was when I was learning Italian, and my Italian teacher invited me and suggested me to subscribe to LinkedIn. So it
oh,
was 17 years ago,
oh, wow. Amazing. I think
almost
almost the
almost
same
day
time.
by day.
Almost the same. Yeah. I mean, another social media. Everybody was intrigued what it was. It started, I think, 2004, but
Yes,
then 2000, I think 10 when I finished college. I was like, is this a job site? Can you find jobs on this? But no, until last year is when I got more interested in connecting, collaborating with people. So that's amazing. Okay, let's go to another interesting question. Favorite beverage to drink? If I would present you something now, what would you drink?
hot chocolate,
Oh wow! Why? Is it hot? Is it cold now? Getting
because
cold.
there is chocolate and because it's hot and because you can also add your own flavors. Savor the flavor, like as Kenny said.
Oh yes, you are a chocolate guy, aren't you? I remember that. You love chocolate. What's your
Of
favorite
course.
chocolate?
Probably 2 years ago, I would say Belgian chocolate, but now I say Trinidad and Tobago chocolate, because I was gifted this from a friend that visited me in Brussels. She gave
Ah,
me a chocolate from Trinidad and Tobago, and they are delicious.
oh
But
wow!
it's not the one that you eat; it's the one that you gritter. You are gritter
Oh
it.
really? Oh, it's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
dark chocolate, the hard one, right?
So if you want to see what it looks like, watch my first YouTube videos. You will see a kind of a double egg.
Oh, okay. That's great. Now, what is for people? Let's put your channel here so people can see it. Because if you're interested, but give me your YouTube channel so people can subscribe to it, and also
Yeah.
they can check out your. But what was the taste of it though? Was it tasting like different or like that's real chocolate? I think it's not like Snickers or Milky Way. That
Oh,
seems
please,
fake, right? That
please,
is real chocolate, right?
please, don't ever quote these when you want to associate with the true best chocolate. Because for me, Snickers and Mars are not chocolate at all.
Yes, yes.
It's crap.
Exactly. You're right. Yes, get the real chocolate. So, folks, get the real chocolate, as our friend Oli was saying. So here he is. You can go ahead and send Oli French Oli. I love that. I love that. That's a very creative there. Awesome. All right. So let's continue. Okay. So hot chocolate, right? What would you love to do in your free time if you have free time?
Walking in the forest.
Walking in the forest. Do you guys have a lot of forest there in Belgium?
Yes, and especially within and around Brussels.
Oh wow. Okay. What do you do in the forest? You just hang out, walk around.
I walk, I sing, I see the trees, I'm curious, and I meditate also. So this is my refuge.
Oh wow. So is there any animals there?
Well, of course there are. The real question: are they making them visible? Because the only animals that I see visible are dogs and horses. Sometimes I see horses with people, of course, sitting on them. But
Uh-huh.
there are also other animals from the forest. The most frequent are birds, and
Yeah.
you hear them sing more than you see them. But then there are also little animals like sort of rats, or sometimes rabbits,
Oh wow.
or deers also. Sometimes, yeah, there are also deers.
Amazing. Amazing. Oh wow. I
Hi,
want to say hello
Islam.
to Islam. How are you? Great to see you both. Great to see you. Love to have you on this program one day. Awesome. All right, that's interesting. So those are just regular, no bears or anything, no cougars
No,
or no any of those. That's
no,
and how about wolf
no.
or coyotes?
Well, that's an interesting question because not in Brussels or around,
Yeah.
probably foxes,
Oh
but
wow.
there are wolves in Belgium
Yeah.
and bears only in France, South France, or Italy. There are
Oh,
some bears in there, but and wolves, some, but really few. But it's problematic because we cannot, human beings, we cannot live with nature. We
oh,
have to, we better kill than to find solutions, and that's so sad.
exactly. Well, somebody posted the other day a photo. It says where animals live. Animals live, and it's all foresty green. Where compared to where humans live, and humans live, it's all trash and all this, which is very sad. That means animals technically are more cleaner and more civilized than humans, technically, you know. But it's sad. That's another story. But
And can at some point also ask you a question
you can,
because I'm happy to disrupt you because it's not only
yeah.
like, oh, you are a cop interrogating me,
So
you know.
you're the
Um,
second person who asked me questions on my program. So go ahead.
what is your favorite anime?
Anime or animal?
Anime could be Pixar or Ghibli or any animation movie.
Oh, I see. Yeah, picture Pixar did a lot of good movies. Toy Story, all of those movies. They were great. The original Toy Story was a great movie back in '95 when it first came out. But they do great. But I would say the best movie in terms of animation I loved was Despicable Me. You know, the one with Gru. The first one that came out, seeing it in the theater,
Ba-da-da! Ba-da-da!
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's amazing. Now the fourth one came out, but the fourth one wasn't as good as the first one. The original movies are always the best, you know. How
Well,
about you?
I'm happy because then I can give you other and you and your audience a clue about what I like and what I would like to bring awareness. Because of course I love Pixar since the beginning. I love many anime movies since already 91. I was even 80, 86, 87. I was watching some on TV. But
Wow.
the ones that I like the most are the Ghibli studio animation.
Oh.
And the first one, which was my favorite, but not anymore, is Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind in
Oh. Okay.
'84.
I don't
But
recall that, but yeah, I
uh,
will
uh,
put it in there. Put it in the
yeah,
chat box. Look it up. But I want to
yeah,
say
of
hello to
course.
Lizzie Flowers. Greetings, fellas.
Ghibli,
She just launched a book, and yesterday she did a program. Thank you, Leslie, for joining us. Errata, it's a beautiful book, and so, oh wow, okay. But
and so
have you seen the Disney shows like DuckTales, Darkwing Duck? Those were pretty awesome. We were addicted to those shows as well. Or
let,
you haven't seen it?
I will let you know that Disney is also one of my favorite, but I am more inclined to give you some names about Ghibli because there is the Nausicaa. The
Yeah.
most famous are Spirited Away, and there is also Totoro. But the one, it was quite recent. I discovered it in 24, in January 24, but
Ah.
it was released in 14. It was released 10 years ago, and it's
Oh.
when Marnie was there.
Mhm. Okay, I see it
When
now. Oh, this
Marnie
guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
was
think I know.
there.
To Toro. There was. I remember seeing this somewhere else, but yeah. See, you know, I grew up watching almost every animated movie that came out. I would go to the bookstore and rent movies, and we would go there. They had Blockbuster, they had Hastings, and so we would rent every weekend after school. We would go and rent every movie. So any movie that came out, whatever it was, PG 13, we were into movies. And my parents were open to that. It was just an amazing time, like Jurassic Park, all these movies, and even the animated ones. So, and then we ended up buying a lot of them later and had a whole stack of movies. So it was we grew up. Now, getting older, it's like the movies are not the same as they used to be back in the day. They were passionate movies, right?
In
They
fact,
made
I
a
so
message.
agree. I so agree because I have a second lecture that I was Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind. I was watching it early 90s, I think,
Yeah,
and I've seen it now, and I feel like I'm passionate about neuroscience and languages and the nervous system, by the way. And watching Nausicaa again, it gives you clue about what does it mean to have a nervous system regulated, because Nausicaa is really self-regulated
yes,
because she stands in front of a monster, and the others like "Ooh, really afraid, but she stands in front of a monster without fear, and because she knows a lot of things. But in 89 90, when I was watching this movie as a early child and adolescent, I
yeah,
was not knowing that. So it's when the Oli of 48 years old by now is
yeah.
understanding
Did he freeze up? Okay. So he'll be back. Leslie saying her daughter's first job was at Blockbuster Video. Yep, amazing. Yeah, Blockbuster was interesting. I don't know if they still have it around. Maybe they do in some places. But I think we lost Mr. Oli. Let's see if he's going to come back. He has a black screen. This is the first time we had lost somebody. Oh, he's back. He is back. We need to
Oh,
play
it
that
was.
song.
I was not knowing if it was me or you because I was still seeing me.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Yeah. So I had to put you in cyberspace, and then now you're back on here. So
Yeah,
excellent. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. So you were saying, continue.
I was saying that there are different lectures, no matter the age that you are watching a movie or an anime. There are different lectures.
Amazing. Okay, let's go to the next question here. We're almost done. Okay, my favorite word in my native language. So tell us first of all what languages you speak, and then your favorite word from those ones.
So I speak French natively. Then I was learning Dutch and English, really young age, and Italian in 2007.
Uh huh.
So my favorite word in my native language. Hmm.
And please write it down for folks. Please do.
Hmm.
Show you this. Okay.
I'm difficult to choose, but I will
Yeah.
say this one. So I
Okay.
will let you pronounce it before me.
Uh, arbra.
Arbre.
Arbra. Oh,
Voilà.
Barbara, but arbra.
Arbre. Voilà.
Arbra. Oh, tree. Okay. Ooh, oh, wow. Okay. Is that a French word right there? Is that put?
No, there is a French word, but it's a félicitation.
Uh, what does that mean? Okay.
Congratulations.
In what language? Belgium.
But the one
Oh,
of
tree.
Islam was, I think, in Spanish.
Okay. All right. Tree. Okay. Tree. Okay. So wait. Oh, this is tree. Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
So we have Sean Michael here saying it's a tree. And then also this
So
guy, Ollie, whoever he is, he's putting this in here. He put a new comment, Ollie.
that
This
that's
you know this
that's
guy?
why I
You
that's
know who
why
this
I
guy
lo-
is? Who's this Ollie guy? He just posted something. Do you know him?
that's that's why I love also to make poetry.
Wow, amazing. Give us a line or two. Poetry.
Poetry.
Poetry. Can you give us a line? Oh, that's
Um,
Edgar Allan Poe. He's a tree, right? Is that what he is?
no, but
Edgar,
poetry. You catch my pun, by the way. Poetry.
oh, I'd like to say hello to a good friend of mine, Mariana. She's in Slovenia, I believe, and we're going to be collaborating.
Yeah.
Awesome. She's awesome. And
Welcome, Mariana.
All right, connect with her. She has a lot of good things with negotiations. It's a company team, good team. They met with them yesterday and a few times. What were you saying? So, are you gonna give us a poem or anything, Ollie?
I will say just a sentence,
Okay.
but it's from the Dead Poet Society.
Ah, okay. Go ahead.
So that the powerful play still goes on, and that you may contribute your verse. What would your verse be?
Hmm. Are you asking me a question?
No, it's from the movie Dead Poet Society with Robin
Ah,
Williams.
okay. Interesting. Okay, that's awesome. I like that. Great. Okay, let's move on here. I think we have one more question here, or two more. Okay. Okay, so I like that. That's a good one. So your favorite word is tree. Okay. Okay, if I would invent an item or an idea, which I added, to help mankind, it would be what? What would Ollie help to help mankind?
I know what I would like to invent. It's a device or a machine that will allow us to communicate with trees and animals.
Oh, I love that. Nobody ever said that before. Wow, that's amazing. So, what do you think a tree would say to you if you come by? Would you imagine that? Imagine you're
Mhm.
there with that tree. Oh, I want to say the hounds of business is here, Mister. Oh, what's his name? He's a good guy. He's gonna be on my program as well. Is it Mike? Mike, you're here. He's gonna be on my Zoom party program too. Sorry to cut you off there. What would a tree say? If you could talk to a tree, what would a tree say?
And I will say it as a pun because I will say Tu es un être formidable. But I will write it in a way that you will understand.
Ah, okay. Okay, perfect. And Sean is saying other language. I am Yugoslavian originally, and so I speak a little bit of that language and a couple of other languages as well. So thank you, Sean. And oh, okay. Eh, Tu sais un. I'm not French, but I'm trying to say it in the right way.
So that's a tricky one because I would say because I'm an olive tree, but there is être, which is written like that, and there is être that is written like that, and they are sounding the same. But
Oh wow!
the first one is a being. The second one is a tree. Is the name of a
Oh
tree.
wow! Ah, okay. Wow, that's great. That's amazing.
I love
Yeah,
to play with words, by the way, because tu es un être formidable.
yeah.
I will say back to him, no, I am an olive tree. I'm not an être.
Amazing. Awesome. Let's go to this one. Okay, so Sean is saying curious. The name Omar would indicate yeah. It's we have the name in also Yugoslavian. It's a common name in Turkish other places as well.
And then there is this one also, Omar.
Oh, really? That's how in Belgian? How do you? What language is that?
That's
Omar.
in that's in French, Omar,
Oh wow!
and that's a kind of a crab,
That's a
kind of a
crab.
crab with the Omar, a crab with the you
I
know
love that. I love
yeah.
that. I want
Yeah.
to put his comment on here. Salute, may your weekend be so interesting. I'll look that up. That's the crab. Wow. Awesome. All right, perfect. We're almost done here. Now tell us about you. Tell us what is Ollie about? What is Ollie about? Is he oil or is he something else? Tell us about yourself and what do you stand for?
So first, thank you so much, Omar, for bringing this session live. Thank you also for the audience to be there with me, and thank you also the replay team. So my name is Oli.
Yeah, you deserve that for sure. Go ahead.
My name is Oli. I am a neural language igniter. I love to play with words and to play with puns. And my mission on Earth is to elevate you about language learning and to find a way that is fit to you to level up the language that you would like to learn. Could be any language. And I would say that even though I was mastering four languages in 48 years, it took
Oh,
me a
wow.
while to leverage and to learn and to speak the most incredible and astounding language of the world. Would you do you know what is the most astounding language of the world?
French, French.
No. The most astounding language of the world is the heart,
The heart. Oh, love. Yeah.
and also the language of my body. That's the most difficult and empowering
Oh,
language that you can learn.
oh, wow. Amazing, amazing. I love that. I love that. That's so much passion there. That's so you are into learning, into love, into languages. That's amazing. That's amazing. I appreciate you, Mr. Ollie, for being on this program. Your last comments here, and the hounds, Mike, which I know who you are now, is an interesting guy for sure. We thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching, Mike. You're amazing. You're the hounds. Connect with him. Go ahead and tell me your
And
yeah.
I I don't know how much this session is lasting.
Almost, almost ending. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you a question because it's a question that someone asked a lot of people, and
Yeah,
this is an empowering question.
yeah,
Imagine today is your last day on earth.
yes.
What would your last message be before you go out?
Last message. Well, I would actually not only a message, I would also try to amend ties with people. Like if I had an issue with somebody or something, make sure I have no beef with anybody, whoever it is. But the last message would be, if I had to say a statement, is be kind, be kind to people, don't show racism, and be appreciative of everything that you have in your life, and to people around you. Have gratitude and thankfulness, and thank your creator. That's what I would say. What about you?
Well, I will refer first to the wisdom of our ancestors. By instance, the Ho'oponopono, the Toltec agreements. Like the last one is amazing. Stay skeptic, but learn to open your heart, or something like that. But I will say also, keep shining, do the best that you can, love yourself first, and collaborate with others.
Amazing, amazing. I'm going to put you in the breakout room. I want to thank you, Ollie, for being on program number 27 on the show. We'll be back with another one. I'll put you in the breakout room. Just my closing remarks. Wow, amazing, amazing. You have an that's awesome. What is that? An angel?
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. All right, I'll put you in the breakout room. I'll be back with you shortly. And that was Ollie from Belgium. Wonderful guest for 27. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for a female guest. It's going to be amazing. We will find out who it is. And I take you with Islam's last word of the day or phrase. And thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your weekend and have a wonderful rest of your month. We will be back in 27th of October, God willing. Take care for now.